Hey guys, and this is the new me, and I'm just showing you my new skin, which I've designed for myself, and it's nice and bright, I think you'll agree, although I'm still hid, you can't see my eyes properly, and the back of it's green instead of yellow, which is cool. And I'm just going to go for a quick wander here, and I don't know why I jumped up and down, hoping my arms will move maybe. I want to go for a wander. You can see on the bottom I got my hands, I got the old black and yellow crosses, and, you know, it kind of... I thought I should have my own skin, really. If I'm going to do this channel, I should have my own skin, like, personally designed. And I designed this when I had a little bit of free time. It took me ages to do, not because it's a particularly difficult design, but just because I had no free time. But anyway, so that's the new me, and what I'm going to show you now is I promised you a cane farm, I believe. So we'll have to show you how I've done that. And when I promised you a cane farm, I promised you an absolutely amazing cane farm, didn't I? But I also don't want to die. So we better put that armor on. So where we're heading now is to the origin of the genius that is the cane farm. So if we go down here, you'll see at the bottom there is a light sensor. Now the problem with the light sensor was that the sun, as you can see there, we've been daylight for a while and it's still behind that mountain there. So for a while this is only getting a very weak signal, which means it was putting out a very low output and the circuit wasn't working properly. So I put that redstone repeater in front of it. We'll talk about current in the redstone, current, redstone, same thing. So the current wasn't strong enough to reach down there. So on this, I've got two circuits. Or two lines in the same circuit. They both end up at the same point, but it takes longer to go through the one with the repeaters than it does to go through the straight one. About 0.6 seconds longer by the looks of it. So you get a 0.6 second pulse coming out the other side. And that repeater just allowed the current to be strong enough to get all the way through, and for it to work. So that creates a pulse which allows the pistons to work, which is good. So if you go down here, you can see it just goes down simply. I had to do that just to keep the current going, so it's strong enough to get all the way down. Another repeater there, another repeater there, another repeater there, and repeater onto that block. Just mainly come down here, not to show you that necessarily, but you can just see as it goes off the side. Made to put these in here. So if any mobs spawn, they can't get in, and A, blow up, or B, shoot me when I'm getting my sugarcane. So the idea behind this was to have an automated sugarcane farm that worked reasonably well, but also that I never really had to go to, ever. So we're going to do more design. Oh, I'm getting poisoned. Damn it. Well, that's annoying. At least you can't die from poison. Well, you can if anything else hits you. So let's hope there's nothing else around here. But the idea was to have a sugarcane farm that I can use for paper and books and stuff like that, and for cake or whatever else I want sugar for. Or cookies, that I don't need to go to ever. And that's the idea behind it, is that with this design, and with the way that daylight sensor works, I'll never need to go to it, hopefully. The principle being that when the sun comes up, the pistons fire for 0.6 seconds, and then they don't fire again for game time 24 hours, if you see what I mean. So like a whole day in the game. And that's the idea behind it. Now we'll go down to the other side and see the design change. That catch ladder, perfect. So all I've done is brought the redstone current around and just had repeaters and then straight into this block, and it reaches both directions. So the pistons will go out when it fires. Same on both sides, and then you've just got the netherrack that pushes out and pushes it into the current setter. You know about the hoppers, they're there already, and then what I'm going to do when I've got my chest room set up. So I need a chest room, don't I? And that's going to be on the next video, I think, or one soon after that. When I've got the chest set up, what I'll do is bring put a minecart underneath there with hoppers that automatically takes all of the sugarcane. So then the sugarcane goes all the way up to the chest room and is continuously restocked. So I'll end up with a chest full of sugarcane, essentially. And whenever I take sugarcane out, it'll refill again, and I'll never have to go down there again. So that's the idea behind it, which I think is pretty awesome. So because of the way it was set up, I couldn't show you it working because I had to wait for them to fire, because I had to wait for the beginning of the day for it to work. So it's just going to cut to it working. Ooh, you can just about see my eyes in my helmet. Very angry. So it's just going to cut to the room to show you exactly how this works now, because obviously I had to wait for it to be twilight or dawn and twilight, for the pistons to work. and it meant I had to sit around for a while. So this is it working. 0.6 seconds, closes, they all go down to the hoppers and pulls back. Now that will happen without me there. Thanks very much for watching, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you soon.